Hi, I'm Diane Kometa, and today on Dishin' with Di, I'm going to show you how to make chocolate chip coconut macaroons. Really easy, really delicious, and the perfect holiday crowd pleaser. So let's get things started today on Dishin' with Di. You need some shredded coconut, some sweetened condensed milk, vanilla extract, mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some salt. I also have a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. So as you can see, there are very few ingredients and there's no flour, there's no eggs, so that makes it really easy, and then that makes it food friendly too for people that don't want those things in their cookies. So this is really super simple, and we're just going to get right into it. So the first thing you're going to do is take your sweetened condensed milk, and this is sweetened condensed milk as opposed to just regular condensed milk, and you're just going to put that into a bowl. Just be careful when you measure the sweetened condensed milk, it kind of settles. So you might not think you have enough in there at first, and then when it all kind of settles down, it ends up being more than you need. So just be careful with that. And then you're just going to take your vanilla extract and you're going to put that in, and try to use a good vanilla extract for this. And I just like to just combine that a little bit before I add anything else in. And this is something that I serve up all year round, but mainly during the holidays. People just really love it. So now I'm just going to take a little sprinkle of salt and put that in, and add in my shredded coconut. Just mix that through, and be careful when you measure your coconut too. I mean, it sounds like something that's so simple, but you don't want to pack it in there. You just want to put it into the measuring cup lightly. And now I'm just going to add in my chips. And that is basically it. I mean, these are so easy. And out of all of the cookies that I make during the holidays, these are the most requested. So I bang these out right away, and people are always asking, you know, when am I going to have those little coconut macaroons, Diane? So now what you're going to do is take the mixture, and you have a choice. You could use a little mini melon baller or a little ice cream scoop like this, or you could use 2 spoons, and you're going to put this on your baking sheet. So I'll show you both ways. Just want to take it and put a little bit on your baking sheet. You don't need much at all. Okay, so that's really the easiest way to go. But if you don't have that, just scoop a little up. You don't need a whole bunch. And then just take it off. And you want to use 2 like this because it's very sticky. You don't want to put your hand on there. And then just push it down a little bit like that. Okay. Now if it starts to stick to the back of your spoon, okay, this guy's a little sparse. If it starts to stick to the back of your spoon, you could put a little vegetable oil on there if you want. But you're just going to go around and just fill up your baking sheet like this. And they don't have to be perfectly round or anything. In fact, that's what makes them nice. And you'll see, you know, what they look like when they're all done. So I'm just going to continue here. I'm going to put this in my 350 degree oven for about 10 minutes or until they get lightly brown on top. Now real quick, if you don't have parchment paper and you want to do this, make sure you spray your baking sheet, even if it's a non-stick baking sheet, because otherwise they're going to be sticking and it's going to be a big fat mess. So I'll see you in about 10. After they're done, set them out for about a minute or 2. And then you can move them over to your cooling rack. And there they are. Don't they look pretty? And look how they get like just a little crisp around the edges. And this is what you're looking for on the bottom. See how it's just lightly golden brown, and the edges are so nice, and then the little chips in there, and they store incredibly easy. What I do is I take a Tupperware container and I put some parchment paper down and I line them up, in a single row, and then I put more parchment paper in between and I just stack them up like that, and I keep them in that container, and I'll do them a couple weeks before any given holiday, and they make great gifts because you can see, look how easy they are. They don't fall apart or anything like that. So they're great on your little cookie trays, when you want to gift to people. And then I do this once in a while, and then I'll put them, on a plate, so you just kind of make them look decorative. And let me just show you what they look like inside. I'm definitely tasting this. Remind you of the candy bar, we won't name names, that has the same ingredients, chocolate and coconut, but these are like my top sellers during the holidays. So I highly encourage you to give these a try because super simple, very impressive. The ingredients are on my website, dishinwithdi.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get more yummy stuff like this. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope I made your life a little easier, more enjoyable, and delicious. Bye-bye now.